evening. There we go. And we complain about the teenagers. How was your day? Fine. I wonder where they get that from. Thank you for coming tonight. I'm really excited about this concert. I think you're going to enjoy it. Many of you, man, some of y'all came very, very early. Sorry, Mr. Gates, I hit the microphone. I got to watch out for this one. Some of you came really, really early, so you've already gotten to hear a little bit of stuff. Liam, Shelby, what's up? They're Buckhorn band grads right there. This performance marks the last time this particular group of students will ever perform together. As a marching band this past fall, and now as this combined symphonic band, they have spent 7 months overcoming physical, musical, even emotional challenges while striving to become a singular unit with so many moving parts and conflicts. For most of our seniors, this is their 7th and final Christmas concert since joining band in 6th grade. And by the way, if you want to see some of those younger students who are, is that a lighting? Hey! Go to the Riverton Intermediate School and Newmarket band concert on Tuesday night next week, 6:30 at Riverton Intermediate. And our middle school band concert is on Monday night, also 6:30, right? In the gym next door. That's where these students started when they first got into band. And to hear what they're going to be able to perform for you tonight is really an incredible feat. These students first came together for marching band audition evaluations in May. Many of them spent much of the summer developing crucial fundamental skills, and then as an entire band for 2 weeks of intensive camp in July. We worked very hard, and many of us overcame some of the most challenging trials that they'd ever faced. It was a really killer marching production with powerful memories made all along the way. These students have gotten to perform for tens of thousands of people at 11 football games, 2 competitions, multiple pep rallies, the Veterans Program, community events, and the Newmarket Christmas Parade, which is going to be on Saturday at 2 o'clock in Newmarket. Speaking of our Veterans Program, if you missed it or haven't gotten to attend before, I very strongly encourage you to come next year. Our ROTC program produces a wonderful program, and our students, with less than 2 weeks to pull it together, perform 3 very serious works of literature that are very moving and meaningful. So please come see that next year if you didn't this year. Every year that's very, very hard, but it was incredible, especially performing with our choir under the direction of their new director and our assistant band director, Miss Kristen Doherty. If you haven't gotten to meet her yet. And she will be conducting half of the pieces that we're performing tonight. Despite having less than a month of preparation time for the program that you're going to hear tonight, Miss Doherty and I chose some very challenging literature to throw at them. Music that can push our highest achieving students while not necessarily leaving our younger students behind. I knew it would be more than they could handle, and if you are one of our veteran families, you know that the music, and if you were here earlier as we were trying to pull it together at the last moment, some of the music we were rehearsing earlier and some of the music that you're going to hear, we have literally not fully put together until this moment. That's pretty scary. But sometimes that's how life works, right? You face challenges without being completely prepared, and you either figure it out or you don't. And while there's a wide range of abilities in this ensemble, we're confident that you're going to be impressed at what you hear. With that said, we remind you that though this is a gym, it is a concert hall for this evening. Now, you probably wouldn't ever walk into a concert hall that has the clacking of the AC over there or the smell that you might have noticed when you came in. That is not anything that we could control because that has to do with the low pressure outside and a bunch of piping mumbo jumbo that I can't explain to you. But it is a concert hall for now until we are done. So please treat it as such. If you need to use the bathroom, you need to get up and stretch. I know my knees would be struggling sitting in the situation. So I'm going to give you a chop break later if you understand what I mean by that. But please do any of those things that you need to do between the pieces, okay? Because there's going to be students introducing those pieces. But silence your phones, because this performance is being professionally recorded and produced by Sean Gates and his associates at Sweet Spot Live, as well as being live streamed. Did it work, Mr. Williams? Are we streaming? Awesome. We're live streaming on YouTube right now for your family members and anybody else who wasn't able to make it tonight. So thank you, gentlemen, for taking care of that tonight. So we hope you enjoy tonight's selections. Emily Dodson is going to introduce our first piece.
Good morning, or good evening, actually. Thank you all for being here. My name is Emily Dodson.
Now they can hear you.
Thank you.
You got to get right up on it.
Good evening. There we go. My name is Emily Dodson. I am a senior alto saxophone player, and our first piece for you is easily the most challenging of tonight's literature. It's an upper high school level and college level piece that involves lots of fast runs, complex rhythms, and tricky navigation of time changes, especially for such a large ensemble. I know many of those students, and myself included, have had kind of a love-hate relationship with this piece, but through the trials and tribulations associated with such a challenging piece, we have learned to love the musical nuance associated with it. The composer and arranger, Julie Giroux, says that this rendition of Pure Point's Jingle Bells takes the listener through a number of styles with high energy and lots of color. Its simple melody, it lends itself to creative ideas in presentation. This setting is in fact a kind of wild ride for the performer and the audience. We hope you enjoy our performance of Jingle Them Bells.
Okay, all right, song. So thank you guys for coming out tonight. It means a lot to us. So the next piece we're gonna play is Patapen. So it's a big percussion feature. We got huge percussion section. So the song Patapen dates back to the 1720s in France, and it was a Burgundian lyrical song about a shepherd's account of nativity. The simple instruments they had, like flutes and drums, are really prevalent in the song, and you can hear them. But we also made room for like saxes and all the little brass and stuff because we can't just cut them out, I guess. But so this song just like it captures the spirit of classical fantasy, and it takes us through all of these moods without ever losing any energy in it. And that's Patapen. I hope you enjoy.
evening. My name is Rebecca Suggs, Senior Clarinet Section Leader. The song O Come, Emmanuel, as we know it today, has a very long history with the origins of its melody over 1,200 years ago, at which time monasteries would sing its tune in the days leading up to Christmas. The words, as we know them today, date back to 15th century France. The original Latin lyrics, 8 verses total, were gradually translated into other languages and, though inherently religious in nature, as are the origins of any music, quote, its musical qualities in particular became an influence far beyond the boundaries of the Church of England, end quote. Meaning, it helped influence both religious and secular music during its time and in the years following. That's quite a powerful flex for this beautiful, or as Mr. Souter described it to me, very demure melody. Mark Williams' arrangement includes a slow, wintry opening that sets the tone for a lovely rendition of O Come, Emmanuel. The handoff of running 16th notes gives students a chance to hone their ensemble skills. A contrasting full ensemble section provides a rich, majestic scoring of the popular carol with flourishes in the brass. The closing adagio section delivers us back to the somber mood of the opening, a perfect rendition for helping us reflect on the purpose of this holiday season. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we hope you enjoy our performance of A Winter's Carol.
There we go.
Right into it?
I don't need it. Hello, everybody. As you know, our generation makes some weird slang. Ever heard of Riz, which was Oxford, what a year last year? More? Can I pick it up? Y'all ever heard of No Cap, Sigma, or my favorite, 8? You most likely heard of You Better Slay. S-A, no, how you supposed to say it? S-L-A-Y. He wanted me to do that. What does not mean you want to kill a man, but rather that they hope you do well. Jared Hall, the composer of the next piece, had done something that you don't really see in concert band, which is swing. Not only is jazz inspiration, it also takes influence from R&B, soul, and dance music. Hall also arranged some holiday hits in this piece, so listen well and maybe catch it. Buckhorn about to play, You Better Slay.
They didn't use the notes, I wrote them. Good job, Nico. That was cool. I never thought I'd find myself Google searching Gen Z slang on my work computer to try to guide him with some ideas. I'm surprised he didn't say yeet. I thought that was popular, but by the time I figured that out, I guess it was old news. So I told you, we'd have an opportunity. If you need to stand, this is a good time right now because I'm going to talk to you a little bit about. I've got a captive audience, so I'm going to tell you. Yeah, thank you for doing that. You need to pick a wedgie. Just be careful of the people behind you. This part of the concert is when I would usually introduce Charlie Caldwell from Custom Fundraising Solutions. But Charlie actually couldn't make it this year for the first time. And he's really disappointed in that because he loves our band. He's been very complimentary for many years. Many of you already know the story of how I hate fundraisers, because I say that pretty frequently. But it's sort of a necessary thing that we have to do to help support the needs of doing the things that you see us do: the football games, the marching band, indoor percussion, winter guard, the instruments. Many of the instruments that you see before you wouldn't be possible. We wouldn't have them, and we need a lot more of them because our band program is growing thanks to Mr. Williams and Ms. McBee. And that's why fundraising is so important. We need the help as much as we can. When Charlie came to me 8 years ago talking about a mattress sale, I thought he was crazy. It sounded like a ridiculous idea until he showed me the proof of how it works so well. And it's very, very easy for all of us. So let me just share a couple of things with you. Please bear with me as I tell you a few things. We have made $53,000 in the last 7 years with very little effort. All we have to do is just tell people about this event. We want every family to try to find at least one family who's in need of a mattress and would be committed to coming to the event. Our cafeteria turns into a mattress store. They've got Beauty Rest and all kinds of other top name brand mattresses, brand new, warranty, manufacturer warranty, and they've just acquired Purple. So if you've heard of the Purple mattresses, they're very, very popular, and they've just acquired Purple mattresses. That's really all we need you to do, aside from coming to the sale yourself if you need a mattress or want a new mattress. Otherwise, we don't have to collect, sell, or deliver anything. They take care of all of it. Again, all we need you to do is just find the people to come to the one-day sale on February 8th in just a couple of months. Let people know that they're full manufacturer warranty, they're brand new name brand mattresses, and why should they come to ours as opposed to going to the mattress store? Because they're 40% less than you're going to be able to find anywhere else. And one more thing that they've added is 12 months same as cash, so interest-free for 12 months. So that's really, really incredible. I mean, you can't beat that, right? I did not go to college to become a salesman, but here I am. Anyway, I'm always really excited about this fundraiser, the potential of it. As I've mentioned to you, we've made $53,000 over the last 7 years. I asked Charlie on the phone today, I said, what band has made the most money in a single day? And he told me it was like Hoover, I think. Hoover High School made like $50,000 in one day. That's just ridiculous. So we could do that if we get a lot of people to come out. So when you leave the concert tonight, on your way out, will you please take one of the yellow yard signs? Miss Long, do we have those out there ready? Awesome, thank you. So there's a box of yellow signs that you can put in your yard, and you can get the stake, and then there's flyers that you can take that have all the information. You can take a picture of that, send it to your family, share it with your colleagues at work, and all that good stuff. I see Miss Bass here tonight. Hey, thanks for coming. Miss Bass works at the central office and is a former band mom. So, help us make it as lucrative as possible. All right, does your butt feel better so you can sit back down on the hard bleachers? It's okay to say no, but you got to sit back down because we've got some more to come for you. Callie Claiborne is going to introduce the next piece. Callie, come on.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Callie Claiborne, and I am a senior trombone player here in our concert band. However, you may also recognize me as one of the goofy-looking people in the front who wave their arms in front of the marching band, aka the drum majors. During the Christmas season, it has become somewhat of a tradition that on our concerts, Mr. Souter likes to try to include at least one selection proposed by a student. Like last year's Nightmare Before Christmas, A Cowboy Christmas the year before that, and Minor Alterations #1 before that, this next piece represents a student's contribution to tonight's program. That student is our lead French horn player, Addison Eric, and trust me when I say she picked a fantastic piece. Since this piece is really intended to be performed with singers, we sincerely encourage you to follow along with the lyrics, which you can access with the QR code on the brochure, or program, sorry, and sing along with our percussion students who have set up a choir and will be singing along with you. There are a few moments where the melody is not necessarily present, but you can feel where it goes. The lyrics in the document are in the order they appear in the music. Now, if you're not familiar with the song Pine Cones and Holly Berries, trust me, neither were we. It's a really nice counter melody that fits as a duet with the song It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. So if all of you don't mind, and of course the band doesn't mind, we're going to practice real quick to see if all of us can pull it off. So while they play, you're going to scan your QR codes and sing with us. Is that all right? I'm sorry. Is that all right? Can we do that? There we go.
Let's add something real quick. So I noticed that everybody's got their phones out, recording. I should have said this. I mentioned that it's being recorded, but it's also being video recorded with the YouTube stream. You'll be able to watch that back. So use your phone right now. You don't have to keep recording. We got you covered.
Well, that's my family.
Do the QR code. Parents. Use the QR code. Pull up those lyrics so you can sing with us. All right, you ready? And Callie's going to help you a little bit.
So we got, it's beginning to look like Christmas. You ready? Here we go. 13, right? 13.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I can hear you. Everywhere you go, there's a tree around the well, one in the park as well. The sturdy kind that doesn't mind the snow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Soon the bells will start, and that'll make a ring is the carol that you sing right within your heart. That was weak. You can sing louder.
Did I write something about pine cones?
No, did not.
So, what I left out for her to tell you is now that Pine Cones and Holly, raise your hand if you've heard that song before, Pine Cones and Holly Berries. You had this way you're lying. Everybody's heard that song. Well, this is really cool because the next thing that we're going to play, and Callie's going to help you again with her beautiful voice. In fact, she's competing in the talent show tomorrow. Playing piano, singing, okay, so check this out. This is Pine Cones and Holly Berries. So half of you, how many of you in here think you can sing all right? Notice I said think you can sing all right. My wife tells me every time I start to please stop. Nobody's hand went up. I just, okay, a couple. That's not going to be enough. Okay, so on this other part, listen for Pine Cones and Holly Berries. Right, I should stop. Sing that part. You ready?
Metal, can have that much energy throughout the entire song and sing all the songs. That was excellent. I'm not going to put up there. Now you know what to expect. Now, if you don't know some more of the less familiar ones like Toyland or God Bless Us Everyone, I'm sorry, we do not have time to practice those. But I do believe in you and your ability to sing them. Now, without further ado, here is John Higgins' Christmas on Broadway.
So yeah, when Pine Cones comes in, some of you can still sing It's Beginning to Look Like Christmas, because that's where the song comes from. It's a counter melody that goes with its beginning. So who's going to sing Pine Cones? Do we have to have auditions? Is that what we're going to do? Line up and do auditions? We've got the choir director here. Okay, I want to hear Pine Cones, and then you sing It's Beginning to Look Like Christmas again at the same time.
You'll hear it, I promise.
Bless Us Everyone, that last one, look it up. It's a really great song. It's got some really, really great lyrics with it. We've got one more for you. And Allie David is going to introduce this piece. You're coming first? Yeah. That's up to you. Miss Long told me that she wanted to steal the mic for a minute, so that's risky business to give her a microphone. She's already pretty darn loud as it is.
I'm happy. Hey guys. Hi guys. My name's Rochelle Long and I'm one of the board members of the Buckhorn Band. I just wanted to talk a little bit about Mr. Souter, and we all know how great he is, but Mr. Souter has made not only an incredible program, but he has made a family, and the band room is their home. And if your kids get home late, it's because he's having to kick them out at 2 a.m. after they've, been there forever. They just love to be in there, and that's because of him. He makes this whole program works, and he works so hard to make sure that every kid feels included. He spends so much of his time with the kids between the long bus rides and the even longer hot summer days, where he invests his whole heart into the band. He never misses an opportunity to turn an ordinary moment into a teaching moment. It's amazing to see how he interacts with the students. If you've never heard one of his talks to the band, you're missing out. If you have a chance just to stand along the wall and listen to him talk to him, it's hilarious and very informative. If you've never had your kid tell you a Souterism, just ask them when you get home. He loves his students. He wants them to succeed. He not only helps mold these students into stronger and better people, but he helps prepare them for life after high school. This year, we have been blessed with Miss D. She's a powerhouse, and I can't wait to see how much stronger the band's going to be because of her. So we just wanted to give both of them a little something from a very grateful band family. Where are they? There they are.
You really didn't have to say all that. Missy, did you want to say anything? Not to put you on the spot.
Hi, thank you so much for this wonderful turnout. I am so incredibly blessed to be standing here in front of you working with these wonderful students who are sitting behind me. It has been an absolute joy since I got that phone call telling me that I had got the job here and that I was, within 2 days going to be starting with band camp. So it's been a wild ride to get to this point before you, but it's been so incredible and it's filled me with so much joy, and I can't wait to see where this program is going to go in the future. So thank you for all your support as I have made this transition here, and for the support that you give to your students, because they really appreciate it and it makes such a huge difference for all of these kids who are sitting behind me and for us who are working with them and helping them to become the musicians that they are today. So thank you so much.
So, and I have to, take a moment. Thank you, every deserving person. If I were to try to thank every deserving person, that we'd be here all night. We're just, I'll try not to go on and on about that. But there is a group of 13 individuals that really need to be mentioned publicly. Sometimes I think I say thank you too much because, I truly feel very, very thankful. I think about when I first got to Buckhorn and we had a short bus with no seats in it. That's how we transported the one small marimba that we had and a bass drum and blah, blah, blah. Right, you understand the history and where we are now and the things that we're able to do is because of you, parents who support the students who are a part of the program. I had to miss 3 days last week being sick. Right after Thanksgiving, the students said, I hope you had a great vacation, because I also missed a couple days before we went to Thanksgiving break. But I used to be really, really, really stressed when I had to miss because I was really worried about, are we going to continue to progress? Are we going to be really behind and not be able to pull everything together in time? But then I remembered we have an assistant director who's very qualified and does a great job. And I remember that we have great students and student leaders who will carry on. My former principal used to, Mr. Markham used to say, the health of a school or a program can be determined by the absence of the leader. Things continue to go as if they're the way they're supposed to go. So that means that the students are doing the right thing. So, but I need to thank our board members. If you're here tonight, I just want to mention all of the board members. I won't draw out all of their titles, but President Mr. Unruh, you just saw. First VP Rochelle Long and her team Holly LaValle, Karen Allen. Our second VPs Anita Shargaloff, Emily Ward, Danielle Smith. Go ahead and stand, stretch those knees. People need to see you because you're the ones that have made this happen. Hold on. Those are the second VP concessions just now. Our third VP, Tammy Dodson, helps raise a lot of money. Last year, she helped us raise like $30,000 in just donations and sponsorships. Our treasurers, Brandy Corbett, Kelsey Davis, and Tanya Frankham, and our secretary, Lacey Campbell, as well as our EAA Moontown Breakfast Coordinator, Sabrina Lego. Would you all please stand to be recognized for all of the incredible service that you provide? Seriously, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I remember years ago, again, trying to do all of these things myself as the band program grew, and we had a booster president one time named Mike Keel. Mr. Keel is sort of a legend. He designed Big Blue and the inside of it and whatnot, and he just came out one time. He's like, just said, this has got to start to run like a business, because aside from the instruction, the education of the students, the rest of it is a small business. And so these people help run that business. Thanks to any teachers, administrators that are here tonight, any teachers that have come out to support these students. Thank you for coming. I saw Mr. Everett up here with his wife. Thank you for coming, Mr. Everett. He's a huge supporter of the band. Thankful for all that he does to help us be able to do what we do. And so very importantly, I also want to extend a very special thank you. I've already mentioned Mr. Williams and Ms. McBee, who are here tonight. They prepare these students. Without them, these students, we wouldn't be able to give them the literature that you just heard them play tonight. We wouldn't be able to do it because they wouldn't be prepared, and we're so thankful that they are. And lastly, but furthest from the least, personally and professionally from me to Miss Doherty, thankful that she's here with us. I have been begging and scraping and just asking and trying to find a way for us to get an assistant director here because it's so sorely needed. And we're starting to shift toward, I'm a very type A person. I've told Miss Doherty so many times, like, tell me to let go, tell me to stop, and hey, I got this. And so I'm looking forward to being able to build this relationship to split the duties and the weight of this band. And students, please be sure to thank your parents, thank your family members for everything that they've done for this whole semester. I mean, from July to now, it feels like an entire year. But remember, this is the last time that you get to perform together in this particular group. So thank you very much for coming tonight. Allie's going to take us out with the last piece that we hope helps keep you in the holiday spirit.
Yep, all right. So hello, I am Alexandra David. I am the senior bassist. I love my job.
That was fun, right? Some of the things that we did tonight, like horse masks and Will going crazy throughout the ensemble, and they just all came up with that. Will just started doing that during class the other day. I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. People probably think that's pretty cool. I spent a moment just thanking everybody for coming. I just want to make sure that You understand, earlier I was talking about our board members and whatnot. Many of you are band parents. In just a couple of months, we're going to be having nominations for next year's board. So I hope you'll consider all the things that you see here on the surface, that you'll be interested in being a part of what goes on behind the scenes. So I'm looking forward to getting a lot of nominations for people to take over those officer positions, because I think 3 of our officers are senior parents who will be graduating with their students. And I also want to say a really big thank you to my wife. Ms. Long came up here and said some things about how much time I spend with these students. One of my mentors, I promise I'm almost done, one of my mentors used to say, for every minute that I spend with your child, it's a minute that I don't get to spend with mine. And I don't mean to say that to, as any kind of pity, because I love my job and whatnot, but my own children, Maggie and Jackson, who have a lot of patience all the time, because I walk in the door late, for something that's been happening. Like she also mentioned, 2 a.m. after a football game. Oh my gosh, go home, get out of here, and they don't want to leave. So just huge thanks to my family for the patience that they have, and for my wife and all the support that she gives me in our program. I'm sure Miss Dory feels the same about her parents. And so thank you for being a part of our band family and for all your support. Hope you have a wonderful holiday season and a happy New Year. I know everybody's going to want to get pictures with their family and all that good stuff, so if you please get those quickly, because students, we got to get all the stands and chairs back to the band room as quickly as possible. Audience, don't forget to grab a yard sign for the